Hi guys, it's Chris of Miskatonic University Craft Club. So nice to see you all today. Um, just have a quick update on, some whips that I've been working on and a few acquisitions. I'm excited. I've been making good progress on some of my blankets and stuff. Um, so, first, there was I showed you some granny squares last week, but I tried to make something. I realized I didn't like how it was going to turn out, so I decided to try to do something else, and I wasn't sure what I was doing yet. Um, since then, I've decided maybe a hoodie would be really cute, so I started on that. I've got my pieces sewn together, and then I started on a sleeve, but my opening for the arm is quite large, so it's a very large sleeve, and I'm just taking the time to decide what I want to do about that. If I want to take it off and sew this up a little bit more so I've got smaller sleeves, or if I just want to keep it large, or if I just want to do decreases, or you know, I don't know. But I like the colors. I think they're really cute. I haven't made the hood yet. Got the ribbing on the bottom. And then I'm planning on doing ribbing on the sleeves as well, probably with these colors instead of the whatever color that is. I don't know. Aqua, maybe? Kind of an aqua color. And then I just have like a single crochet around the neck. Because I'm going to be adding a hood anyway, so I don't want anything fancy up here. So there's that. Since there is like yarn hanging off of it, I don't want to try it on and rip out stitches. Um, and then I have a couple of blankets I've been working on, like scrappy $1 blankets. I've been taking apart projects. I need to grab something. My bad. I thought that I was prepared for this, and I was not. So I apologize for that. Um, so I've got two of the mandala blankets that I've been working on. Because I started one, and I like the stitch pattern, and I didn't want to take it apart. But then, as I was working on it, I'm like, these would look really good in a lemon peel stitch. So then I started on a lemon peel stitch too. So I'm going to have two very large, beautiful, scrappy mandala blankets in two different stitch patterns. And I'm totally okay with that. So this is the first one. So it's double crochets, and then I have sections of cross double crochets with a single crochet after it to just kind of even it out before I start the next set of doubles. That's what this one is looking like so far. They are quite large. Like this is going to wrap around me multiple times, I think. Very, very big, very, very cozy. And it's not super heavy because mandala is like a 3-weight yarn. So it's pretty lightweight, even as big as it is right now. I think I'm a little under halfway done with this one. Um, and I think my next set of colors, I'm gonna take this apart and use this. This was like a duster that I tried to make. I did a big granny square, and then I did stripes, or not, okay, a big solid granny square, and then I just did rows down to the length that I wanted. And then I have just solid double crochet panels on either side. And then I don't know if there's a name for this, I'm sure there is, but like a double crochet, chain one, double crochet for the sleeves. And I think it's pretty. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna fit over the hoodie, but I will try it on anyway. It's just not, I mean, I can kind of stretch it to like fit around me a little bit, but I don't know. I considered keeping it because it is pretty and I like the way the colors turned out. But I also just don't see me ever wearing it. Um, and I don't like have a border on it or anything. I have no idea what I would use to border it, but it would look much cleaner. And if you can see where this is kind of coming apart. Um, I made this when I was just starting to get back into crocheting again. I had basically zero experience with garments. And I just wanted to try to make things, and I was just trying to come up with my own designs, and I mean, obviously it's not a disaster that is a perfectly functional duster, but now that I have made more things, and I've gotten better at figuring out, like, what I like on my body, I'm not gonna wear that. So, I think it's just better to take it apart. I think it would be really beautiful with these colors that I have here. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do, is just add it to that blanket, and then once I have all of that on there, see how much more I need, because I have some unused cakes as well, like 5 or 6. I've got these two, which this one I think would be really good with that if I need it. This is probably going to go with my other blanket, which I'll show you in a second. I also have, that one's pretty dark. It might work if I need it. Got that one. And I have that one. And then I have another project to take apart as well. This is 2 different cakes. I couldn't tell you what they are. I know I was trying to do like an elemental Ruana thing. So this was air and this was water, and I think the names of the colors reflected that. This one may have been Poseidon, but I don't remember what this one was. And then it's supposed to be earth and fire. So this is fire. This one's Thunderbird. And I don't remember what this one was, but this was meant to be the earth color. But again, I just don't really like how this fits when you put it on. I think I need to actually look at some people's patterns for Ruana's, wraps, whatever, and try those and, you know, see how they fit, what I like about them, whatever, before I try designing my own again, because this just, it doesn't do it for me. I think the colors are pretty. I like how I put them together, but I just think overall the finished piece isn't what I want. So this will also be coming apart and going into one of these 2 blankets. I don't know if I'm going to put them all in the same one or if I'm going to divide them up. Because, like, I don't know. This color is all very bright and vibrant, so I think it would go better in the other blanket, but the rest of them are, I mean, this is pretty vibrant. This is very blue. This is very, very earth toned, so I don't know. We'll see. There is kind of a divide, like, I wouldn't say these are necessarily more neutrals or earthy tones, but they're, I don't know. You'll see, you'll understand when you see the other one, I think. So this is the other scrap blanket. This is very, very bright and colorful. So I've been trying to kind of keep that in mind as I've been working on it and use more of the, like, vibrant cakes. And this is the lemon peel stitch. So it's single crochet, double crochet, and then on the next row you alternate. The singles go on top of the doubles, doubles go on top of the singles, so it creates this cool texture. I think I've got like 4 or 5 cakes into this one, but it's just not as tall of a stitch. So, like I think there's roughly the same amount of yarn on each of these blankets. I could be wrong because I haven't totally been counting, and I have been taking apart other projects and putting them in this, so I don't know exactly how many cakes were in those. I'm just kind of guessing, but I think it's roughly the same amount of yarn. It's just distributed differently, so this one's a lot shorter so far, but there's that one. I really, really like how bright and colorful this one is, and it feels really cool with that stitch. Sorry, my nose is like, it's a mess. I haven't taken any allergy pills, and I probably should. But yeah, I've got those two. I'm making good progress on them. I only started them like earlier this month, I think. So that's good. I think they're really pretty, and I am enjoying working on them, and I'm very excited to have them finished because I think they're going to be very cool. And hopefully, I do have enough yarn to finish both of them. I think that I do. If I don't, I work at a place where I can buy more mandala cakes if I need to, so it's fine. I also have a couple of acquisitions. Nothing too major. I do have a bag that has enough for an entire blanket. But then the other thing is just, I got some Ferris wheel cakes. This is the cotton candy color. Because I really liked the one that I worked with to make the little Nessie for my sister, which, again, I don't have pictures of, but I really liked the yarn. And I've been looking at this color for a long time, so I think it's so pretty, and it is not showing up right on the screen. It's a little more pastel than what you're seeing. It's very, very beautiful. I am very excited to see how it looks actually worked up into a project. And they only had 2, so I got 2. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I like it a lot. It's lovely. I was thinking, like before I ever saw it in person, I saw probably it in a video somewhere, or I saw someone else use Ferris wheel and I liked it, so I looked it up, whatever. But I saw this color and I immediately thought of like pastel goth baby blankets. So like this mixed with either a gray or a black, possibly a gray, because I'm thinking baby blankets, so gray is still like that sort of goth aesthetic without being quite so harsh. Not that I have any problem with putting black in a baby blanket. I think that's entirely appropriate if that is what you want, but if I'm looking to sell them, gray might be a little bit more acceptable. So, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't know what yarn I would pair with it yet because I didn't see a gray Ferris wheel, but there might be one online that I've just missed or forgotten about because it's a while since I looked at them. So, there's that. My last acquisition, sorry. I've made a little bit of a mess, so I'm just trying to clean up the mess. Last acquisition. This is fun. Also, I got this bag because it's really cute, and that's where I'm keeping my blanket in. So, Kayla of Alt Knots is doing a Halloween stitch-along thing. I don't know what she's calling it. I will have it linked down below. So she, I guess there's like 100 Nights of Halloween every year where she'll watch a Halloween sort of movie every night. And she decided this year she wants to go ahead and do like a crochet along for that and do a granny square every night. She picked 5 different genres and made a list of all the movies, and then she's going to make granny square in a certain color for every genre. So it'll be like 20 squares of each color. And I thought, that sounds like fun, and I really like that idea. And I found some yarn that I really liked, and now I am debating if I want to do granny squares like she is doing, or if I want to do a chevron. Because with the yarn that I picked, I think a chevron would be really pretty. It's a little bit more fall vintage kind of color scheme than what she's doing. You should see her colors. They are stunning. Very neon, very Killer Clown vibes. It's cute. I like it. I think her blanket's going to be adorable. I just don't know if I want to do exactly the same thing. So when I was thinking granny squares, I picked this color for a border because they only had one, and I really like it. And they have a chevron pattern on here. That's fun. Um, that's not a traditional chevron though. I don't know what that is. It looks a little like a granny stripe or a granny stitch, but not quite. See, there's like holes in it. I don't know. I might look at that. But I liked this color a lot with the other more fall colors. But they only had one, and I don't know that one is going to be enough. So I ended up grabbing it for a border color instead because I just really do like it with the colors. But then if I do the chevron, I don't know what I would do for a border, so who knows. And then I got, oh, that color, by the way, is walnut, I think. The Bernat Super Value in walnut, yes. And then also Bernat Super Value. All of them should be Bernat Super Value. One of them is stripes. This one is burgundy, which that's appropriate. How pretty is that one? Masala, which I think is a spice or a sauce. I've heard of tiki masala, and I think that's a kind of food. Forgive me for not being very knowledgeable. That was my phone, I apologize. This one is Redwood Heather. I'm piling these up on my lap so that I can share them all together at the end. It's a little awkward. I don't have a place to put them. Taupe Heather. Okay. And this is a stripy one. Whoops. What is it? Beechwood Stripes. So, so these colors with walnut border. It's hard. You can tell I don't do this very much. So yeah, that's them. My 5 colors. I do think they make really pretty granny squares. I also think they would make really pretty chevron stripes. So I need to figure that out. This thing starts tomorrow, which for you guys should be today, because this should be going up. I'm recording on Saturday, it should be going up Sunday. So I've got like 24 hours to figure out what I'm doing. I might ask my sister because she is always helpful when I have crochet quandaries. She is a great crocheter. I'm not going to say also because that implies that I am a great crocheter. She's great. She makes beautiful like fantasy themed things. If you are interested, she does have patterns that you can buy. She also has beautiful finished objects that you can buy. You can check her out down below at Cello Sheet Crochet. She's a cool chick. I am just being very awkward at this point, I think. So yes, that is my plans. I need to get my blankets finished up and start on that new blanket and figure out what I'm going to do with that blanket and finish up my hoodie. And I think that is all of my current whips and plans. Yeah. I do have other things in my head because I always have like a million ideas for crochet stuff I want to make, but I think 4 blankets, because I have the 2 that I'm working on, the one that I'm starting on Sunday, and then I have my temperature blanket that I'm working on every month, and a hoodie is maybe enough for right now. I can put some of my other stuff off to the wayside and work on it later. It might be fun if I can commit to it to like whether I'm doing a granny square or a chevron stripe or whatever, take a picture of my progress every night and post that on Instagram. I might do that. If you are interested in seeing that, you can check out my Instagram down below as well. Um, and if you just want to like chat with me and my sister, yeah, that's about it. 'Cause we don't really have anyone else in there right now. You can check out my Discord down below as well, and we would be happy to have you. And hopefully we will get more people in there at some point. But yeah, I don't have a lot of followers right now, so that's fine. But we're very friendly. We'd be happy to have you guys talk about horror stuff and crochet and any craft, really, because we're kind of crafty people. She does a lot of sewing and stuff too. And yeah, I am rambling at this point because that is what I do at the end of every video. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed seeing my beautiful blankets in progress and not yet in progress or fully formulated. I am having coffee today in this lovely black mug. It does say something on the other side, but I don't know if this is a reference to something local when I'm not telling people where I live, so. It is Death Wish coffee. I think it's dark roast, because I found it for half off at Walmart. So if you're interested in Death Wish coffee, but you haven't wanted to make the commitment, check out your local Walmart and see if they have any. I find it quite good. I am also putting a scoop of marshmallow coffee in with it when I make it, and it's quite tasty. I don't know how much that is contributing to the flavor. I know it adds like a slight sweetness, but I don't know if the smoothness I'm getting from the coffee is because of the marshmallow or that's just how the coffee is. I haven't tried it on its own yet. I do intend to. But it's quite good. I do recommend it. I also do recommend the marshmallow coffee. It's Frederick's brand at Meyer, if you have Meyer local to you. If you do not, maybe you can find a marshmallow coffee somewhere else. It's not overly sweet. It just has that sort of like slight sugary vanilla-y flavor to it. But I mean, it's coffee. It doesn't have any sugar in it on its own. It's just flavored that way. So I'm done rambling now. I'll let you guys go. I hope you have a great day, evening, night, whatever it is where you are. Thank you guys so much for coming. I love you. Bye.